everybody. Welcome to my blind playthrough of The First Tree. This is supposed to be a really short game, but with a really nice and beautiful story. It looks beautiful already. Let's go. No delays. I'm going to try and get through this entire game in one sitting if possible. Ah, that beautiful winterscape. It doesn't snow like that where I live. And the music, too. We're a wolfie.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Interact, jump, move camera.
I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
You got some narration. I have no idea what the story is. This is a blind playthrough. I guess we can go forward. Ah, we can double jump. Very interesting. I want to double jump anywhere other than this log. I don't think there's any animals in real life that can double jump like that. So who are those two people that we just heard? Am I controlling the dream right now? I probably should have kept moving forward while all that dialogue was happening, but whatever. So I can toggle whether or not I want the fox to run or walk. What is this?
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Is that like a toy fox, or is it like an actual fox that's just sleeping? Just sleeping. Kitty, what are you doing?
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other two children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
The First Tree. Is this like the story of the meaning of life? I wonder.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Just gotta follow the stars. There's nothing else around here, though? I'm not sure how much I want to explore. I'm just going to where all the glowing spots are. That's my assumption here, is that I have to follow the glowing spots. I love the music though, it's so beautiful. Couldn't tell if that was stars or just the sun. But there we go. Oh, I see something up there. This looks like a major spot of the story right here.
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
I didn't go over here at all, did I? What is this? What have we got over here?
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friends had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
More bunny rabbits. Aren't foxes supposed to be predators against rabbits? Can I go this way? Or am I going to be hit with an invisible wall? I know there's more stuff over there. We got some sparklies. Oh, it does actually count how many I've got. Should I go over there? What is this? Oh. Interesting. I feel like I missed a bunch of stuff. Oh, I see some sparklies up there. Let's go up here. We got ourselves another beacon up here.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom, so I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
How do we get up here? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does this butterfly circle thing mean? What does the circle of butterflies mean? Oh, there's a whole police car here. I don't know how to get to that one up there. Oh. Oh, is that what it means? Whoa. So I gotta find the butterflies and then do that. Okay, cool. Got it. That's pretty cool. I was wondering how to get up there. That explains a lot. There we go. Do we have more up here? Aha! Look at this. I feel like this is where I'm supposed to go. I should see what's down here first. I feel like I already missed something in the snowy area, didn't I? Let's go check it out. But who knows, maybe I'll try this game again and try and explore everywhere the next time. What is this beacon over here?
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us send a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
It's like, hey, I saw something. Is that a trampoline? What is this? Got ourselves a chalkboard? Otter Lake Police Station, search area, barbershop. This looks like a town and the forest that's adjacent to it. Are we in the search area right now? Oh, look at this. Man, these stars are gonna be pretty well hidden now, aren't they? They're not even showing up anymore. I wonder if I should be looking everywhere a bit more thoroughly. I guess we can go up this way. This will probably lead us to a new area. Well, oh no. Oh no. But I can't jump as long as I have these butterflies around me. Why can't I get up there now? I got up there the first time, no problem, and now I'm struggling. Am I not doing the second jump early enough? Is that what it is? There we go. See, that's more like it. I am underneath the rock. So what is this new area going to look like? Are we going through all the seasons, I wonder? Ooh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Kinda glad I looked up here now. A little too steep for my little fox body to climb. I wonder if I should play Okami. I have played Twilight Princess. I wonder if I should play Okami though. Or is it Okami then? Down we go. Here we go. Gonna have more butterflies everywhere. Oh, I see a truck up there. Let's just kind of go clockwise around this place, shall we? Because the stars aren't exactly showing up at too much of a distance anymore.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I proved the ultimate point, but my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
Barber shop. Wait, that was on the map that we looked at, wasn't it? I wonder if we're going through the town, but like it's been like several million years and nature has taken it over again? Oh, that's pretty. Are we gonna go into the water fountain? I gotta see what's up here though. There's something up here. No? Oh no, there is something. I can see it. This game is trying to be so sneaky and putting a star underneath there, but I saw it. I probably missed a few in the first area. I didn't realize that it would just move you along. Oh, I didn't mean to jump. I wonder how I get up here. I think there's a star up there. I'm not going to put too much focus on getting up there. I'm not exactly going to get 100% at this, right? Oh well. I'm not going to focus too much on it. Let's just go up this way. I don't know if I want to go into the waterfall or if I should go that way. Like, is that going to be the next area over there? game is certainly pretty though. I like it. I don't know if I'm supposed to grab that specific set. Well, I got something up there. It's hard to tell. I think there are some stars up there, but I just don't know if I can get up to it. Unless I grab extra butterflies to get up there? Let's try it. Oh yeah, double the butterflies. That's how we do it. It still wasn't quite enough though. Maybe that's how we get over that edge over there. Should I triple up on the butterflies? Let's try it. Can I triple up on butterflies? Oh, that's so many. Oh, we actually made it up here. That's how we do it. Hell yes. What's up here now? We made it into the trunk. We can't get inside of it though. So maybe let's try to triple up on our butterflies again and go over to that ledge over there. I realize I can't do that. Okay, now doubled. I've now tripled up on my butterflies. Let's go over this way. Are we gonna find anything
My friends
good?
would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
Oh wow. Look what's out here. Oh, I knew there was something back here. I really did have the three tripled up butterflies.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
I wonder what these geysers are. So this game takes place in Alaska? I've only ever been there once as part of a cruise trip. So we stopped by Juneau and a couple of other places in the Panhandle. And we went there in the summertime. Like, Alaskan summer is absolutely beautiful, I gotta say. Where shall I go? Is this what Alaska actually looks like? I've never lived there myself. I've only ever been there a couple hours at a time. Is there anything up there on that hill, I wonder? Let's go check out one of these geysers, I suppose. Where are we going? Oh, are we making it to the one last tree over there? I feel like there's so much to look at still, isn't there? Should I follow the sun? What's over here? Some blueprints. There's something up there I can see. Is there anything in between these rocks? No? You did that last time. I wasn't gonna fall for it again. The fox controls are just a little bit janky, but whatever. This game is pretty though, I'll give it that. I see that beacon off in the distance. I'm trying to go everywhere except for the beacon. That looks like progress. I'm gonna do that later. Wonder what's down there. jump towards the sun. Ah, I see. 1 out of 3, you say? Interesting. It looks like a thatched roof over there or something. See another thing down there. I wonder how many of these stars there are. I did take a tiny little peek at the achievements, and I think it said like 250. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I'm barely at 50. But here we go. What is down here?
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Ghosts, you say? What is this? Blueprints? I hope they're different blueprints. I don't want to feel like I've made one giant circle. There's stuff up there though. Let's go check that out. Haha! I got it all. What is this? Housing designs? I just get to run around as a fox in a beautiful little landscape with some beautiful music. I have no idea where I am compared to anything else. I see some stuff down here though. Am I supposed to go towards that beacon? That one tree over there, probably. Do I want to go towards the beacon now, or do I want to go over this way? There's too many ways to go. I just don't know what's going to move me to the next area.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
All these trees blowing in the wind. I only found one of the nodding spots. That's interesting. Wants me to go this way, maybe? Oh, look at this. Too many ways to go. Ooh. Well, should we go check out this giant tree? There's something going on in here. There we go. Anything else of significance over here? Two out of 3. There was more stuff over here. I got a little bit distracted. Yes, I did. I get distracted by everything in this game. I wonder, like, if I were to go to that tree with the big beacon, if it wouldn't let me do anything yet because I haven't done the 3 different jumping spaces. What else have we got over here, though? I see something up there. What is over here, though? Is there something odd about this spot right over here? Oh. trespassers. So I wonder if this used to be that town that we saw in that drawing, but it's like thousands or even millions of years later. I have a feeling that the wood would not stay intact after millions of years, though. Another big old beacon over there, though.
We were
Nice.
happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
What are these boxes? Quite the landscape to explore, though, isn't it? I wonder how many of those stars are actually in this game, because I probably missed a few in the first area, not realizing that it would permanently move you to the next area. Which, you know what, that's okay. It's a blind playthrough. Don't worry about it too much. I just get kind of curious about what I missed, though. Is that a little bit that feeling of FOMO, I suppose? Well, what do you regret more? The decisions that you made, or the decisions that you didn't make? Looks like we're at the tree. Oh. What's going on here? We can't go back past that point just yet. There's the tree. Oh, wait, that's the third stump. Let's do that in a second, shall we? What's over here? I don't see much over here. let's go ahead to the third stump over here.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in an old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Interesting. $72. Is that a wolf?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Mufasa. May as well try and get the stars. Where are we going? Oh, under there would be a great place. I wonder what a speedrun of this game looks like. Probably flawless, right? Look how beautiful this is. And now we're back on the grass. So I wonder what the first tree is. Is it the tree with the name Joseph carved into it that we already saw? Oh, I see another beacon over there. Too bad I can't run any faster than this, seemingly.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
What are those letters? I see Alaska on there. Do those beacons also count as stars, I wonder? Is there anything up here? Or do we just continue going that way? So it feels like also maybe the sun is beginning to set as well. Oh my god.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
What's over here? How beautiful this is. at all the stars. I never get to see this many stars. It's a Patronus.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
It's Lily Potter. Or Severus
I
Snape.
think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more, I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
This area is so beautiful.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
I still see some of the stars.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns in this, but it always leads to the same thing.
What's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Aww. Teeth. Look at those teeth. So many dear friends. Can I get on top of you and raid you? I'm so glad you're part of my family. Because what's important is the family that you choose. And there were always going to be people in the world who love you and accept you for exactly the way you are. There's not going to be any hidden stars behind any of these rocks. Oh, I see some stuff up there though. I'm really loving the music here too. But we're getting up here. Let's go towards the mountains.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
So the fox is looking for her missing cubs. I've seen 2 of them. $101. There's nothing down there. We got some purple trees. It's becoming nighttime again. Oh, I saw my shadow. Way up there. A beacon right over here, actually. Are you trying to hide from me?
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
I did see some architecture stuff. I wonder if the person who's narrating was the architect of the entire town that we saw in those blueprints. I think I might be trapped over here. Let's go find another way out. Well, don't let the song end. Gotta keep it going. I think the valley I was stuck in was a starting area, actually. What is this? It's just a bush. Okay. Anything on top of this huge rock? I can see the entire world from up here. What is that house? Is that the house of Joseph, the architect? And who is Rachel? Rachel and her family of deer. I don't know why I'm climbing up the mountain. I don't think there's anything up here. Just channeling my inner Breath of the Wild, I guess. I think we have to make our way all the way over to that house. That's my guess. But what's over here? Looks like something important. Giant spools of something. Some sort of construction equipment. I found it! The last tree! I thought it'd be more significant than that. You can see some stars over there. It's hard to tell at this draw distance, though. Look at this. But we found something else. I'm glad I came over here.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. But one fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Was Joseph the cause of this accident? Seems like there's a lot of guilt around it. When someone dies, that's always something quite heavy to deal with. Did I work at a construction yard? Well, architecture and construction go hand in hand. His father didn't support him going into architecture, going to school. Oh, is this an ambulance? Looks like it. $522. Am I gonna need to know that number for something? Oh, I see some stars up there. How do I get up there? Where's the house? The house is up there. I think that's the end game over there, not the end game, at least for this level. That's where I'm ultimately trying to go. But I want to get up there, too. Oh, I see stacks of something over there. Should I see what those stacks are? It looks like a bunch of logs. Lots of logs. That is a ton of logs, though. Made it to the top. But how do I get on top of that ledge over here? I see something. Well, the refractions on the ground make it kind of look like a river, but it's just the ground is wet. That's all it is. I think I'm gonna watch a 100% speed run of this game after I finish here. There is another spot. Hopefully I'm not missing another beacon somewhere. $111. Oh. Well, this looks like something, doesn't it?
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Can I get up to that house, I wonder? Should I go for it? Because over there kind of looks like leading to the next area, doesn't it? Is there a way up to this house? Oh, I see some more stuff over there, too. Hospital bed? Get well soon. Please get well soon. We miss you. Oh, somebody got sick or injured. Probably the dude in that accident. Can I get up to that house? This certainly looks like something as well. What is this? Can we go inside? Why is this house buried so far into the dirt? Kind of seems like it's been here for a while. Enough for the grass to start growing around it. I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. Am I hitting an invisible wall? This seems very invisible wall-like behavior right here. So what is that mountain? I wonder if any of the mountain ranges in this game are actually what you might find in Alaska. I'm very curious to see if I can actually reach the house or not. Oh, we're getting close. Look at this. I didn't think we could, but we did it. We made it up. It looks like the edge of the level, too. Not seeing much geometry over there. Well, I made it to the house, but there's nothing to do, so I guess it's time to start heading back. I probably never intended for anyone to actually reach the house. I saw the end of the environmental geometry as well. But now I just need to get back onto the hill. And then go up to the next area. I wonder how many people were involved in making this game. Well, our little fox buddy here needs to try and find the last of their cubs over by the first tree. Last cub, first tree? A little bit of a circle of life metaphor I'm getting here. There's a picture. Let's go this way. Is that the first tree up there? I see things that look like could be another star, but then it's just the ground being wet. It's Mufasa.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
It automatically turned off the run button. I can't run anymore. Is this the biggest tree in the world? I can't run, I can't jump. All I can do is slowly walk to the inevitable.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Cool. Do I walk on the route or on the other side of the route? This is giving some Outer Wilds vibes right about now. What if I fell off the route right now? That wouldn't be good. And I'm done. The first tree. The first tree awakens and gently asks if there is one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, interesting.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Six months later. Are we in a hotel room? Are we in the house? On top of that hill? Huh. Is that Rachel? Truck? Is that a moving truck over there? What is that? I can't read what that box says. Ordigisk? I don't know what that says. I Heart Alaska. Is that a picture of his dad? The Book of Mormon. Interesting. I actually just saw that show again the other night. I saw it on Broadway like 7 years ago, and I saw it again when it was on tour. $1977. Tickle her toes. Aha! I was like, what do I do here? I have to open the door. Oh, that looks like the same door of the house that was buried in the ground. Memories. More memories. Is that what the other box said outside? I'm seeing that knife. The knife that was buried. Bedroom. Why are there two sinks in the bathroom? Not sure if I can operate the bathroom or toilets or anything. And that leads outside. Let's do that in a second. What's in here? toasty. Coffee, tea. Bricks are for kids. Puffies. You know, those are both delicious off-brand cereals, I gotta say. I would say like Cocoa Puffs is probably the best though, if I had to say. Wait, we saw that truck too, didn't we? This is the nursery. Did they have a daughter? Or a son? Where's the baby? Is she currently pregnant? Maybe they don't have the baby yet. Yeah, they're still painting the walls. Maybe she's pregnant right now. Presumably with a girl. Rachel? It's hard to tell. We'll just keep all the doors wide open. That sounds good. I have a feeling a lot of this stuff is outside. It's a fox. Who's that? I don't think it's supposed to flicker like that. Let's go outside. Truck. Moving you coast to coast at a value deal. Why would you want to move out of Alaska, though? Feel like you're in the wilderness? Oh, I can jump. Interesting. Dude, what if this did a complete 180 into like a horror game? Is there gonna be a jump scare around here? Where are we going? We got a fencing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Imagine waking up to this every day. Well, there's a swing here. I did not expect there to be a first person walking as a human portion to this game. Was not expecting this. Wait. Wait. I was trying to see if that was the Aurora Borealis or not. Where am I going? Do I want to go this way? What is that noise I'm hearing? Are there other people around here? Hello? Who's out here? Hello? Fireflies? Am I supposed to go this way? Invisible wall? I was wondering if there was like an autosave function. Maybe the sun's coming out over there. What's down this way? Some beautiful stars. You can probably see the Milky Way. Oh, I found a fence. Okay. Because my other option is that we're supposed to walk down the road that's like where the moving truck is. There's another cabin of some sort down here. Did we see this too? We can go inside. I'm guessing we can't go down this way either. Got some invisible walls going on here, don't we? It's beautiful. See, they didn't bother to build some geometry over there. I don't know, this is looking a lot like the forest a little bit. I don't want to see any cannibals out here. That would not be good at all. Why did it suddenly turn into a very different game? Well, let's go find the cabin again. Might be good. It's gotta be somewhere. I am currently lost. So there's the campsite again. With some fireflies. We don't get fireflies in California. It kind of stinks, doesn't it? Fireflies are beautiful. I have been to the East Coast in the summertime. It's nice. The humidity isn't very good, but the fireflies are beautiful. All right. I just left the door wide open. I hope you don't mind, Rachel. Okay, let's go down the road where the moving truck is. What is over here? This is where the game is seemingly leading me to. Are we gonna see a fox at the end of the road, I wonder? Or are we ourselves going to see the first tree off in the distance? Oh, interesting. No trespassing. That's the sign we saw from before. How do I get past this? Oh, wait. I have a run button? Oh. I didn't know I had a run button. Well, there we go. Can I not get past the gate? Interesting. Okay. So that is not why we're out here then. Looks like telephone poles. Gotta get signal out here. Can't go outside of the gate. So what does the game want me to do? Are we just awake now? Oh. Wants me to go to the campsite. I was just there. What are you talking about? Does the game tell me what to do if I take too long? So I can get in here. Beginning to think that I couldn't. I swear I tried this. I don't know.
What the hell?
It's the fox. Don't follow the light, Joseph. It's a Patronus. Must be leading me to something. Oh, look at all this grass. Now we're getting more snow. How is it getting snowier the further down in elevation we go? That's kind of backwards, isn't it? Everywhere's getting snowy. Never mind. Where are we going, Foxy? Are you leading us to the last tree? It's a beautiful hiking trail. The sun coming out. Cabin somewhere up there. Rachel, you'll be fine with our unborn child. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go walk into these butterflies. The fox is running a little bit further than I can run. I'm trying to keep up with it.
What is this?
What's the name inscribed? Is that a message from Joseph's father? Keep moving forward. I think it's a message about when you lose someone. Oh, There's the cubs. Cubs with the mama fox. The first tree. That was a beautiful little game. Because the message, keep moving forward, because it's okay to grieve and it's okay to miss them, but you're never going to be able to bring them back. You can remember the good times that you had with them, but what they would want you to do is to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward in life, in your career, in your relationships. I wish I was better with words. Would you like to anonymously submit your statement to the first tree to an online moderated database? It may appear randomly to other players. Interesting. Keep moving forward. Was that a message that someone else wrote? By submitting your statement, you agree. You know what? Yes. I don't think I wrote anything bad. Well, there we go, everyone. I wish I was better with words at the end, but I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of the first tree. And it's a good message to take away. Keep moving forward. Anyway, goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next adventure.